It's almost getting so old to keep saying this, but more live breaking news. This has been the most insane, week in the last 7-8 days I think I've seen in the current top stories and breaking news and politics and just news in general. It's just been insane. Well, guess what? Here's another one. So we've all been following the YSL RICO case. Judge Suge Knight Glanville just got removed by the appellate courts. This trial has been ongoing, the longest Fulton County trial in the history of Fulton County. Of course, as soon as Cash Money G takes over, it's in Fulton County in her district. Things just, the circus show just never ends. Well, guess what? Today, we have Judge Shakura Ingram. She just recused herself, claiming her deputy was the deputy arrested for an improper relationship with Young Thug's co-defendant, Big Briss, a.k.a. Christian Eppinger, and she didn't want the potential appearance of impartiality. Another judge bites the dust. And stick around. I'm going to go through this order. Then I'm going to talk to you about who the new judge is. Stick around. I'm going to go through that with you. So here is the order that was filed literally this morning by Judge Ingram. And she says that essentially she didn't want any kind of appearance of impropriety. And so there was some kind of a relationship or something that could tie her to this case. Quite frankly, I think any judge with any sense of self-respect probably wants to stay as far as possible, miles and miles away from this absolute beep show. You know what the bleep was for. And I am telling you right now, this recusal comes, it's a very disparate, I read the entire thing. It's 2 pages long, but it's a very disparate recusal because essentially what she is saying when it comes to this is, after careful consideration, Rule 2.11 of the Georgia Code of Judicial Conduct provides that judges shall disqualify themselves in any proceeding in which their impartiality might reasonably be questioned. Commentary 2 to that rule provides that judges should disclose on the record or in an open court information that the court believes the parties or their lawyers might consider relevant to the question of disqualification, even if they believe there is no legal basis for disqualification. Thus, after careful consideration, the undersigned hereby recuses herself from this criminal action. The clerk of court is directed to reassign this criminal action to another judge, so ordered this 17th day of July 2024. And there you can see Judge Shakura L. Ingram's signature on this order that just took place. So again, the sort of reasoning behind this is that she basically claimed the deputy assigned to and responsible for the courtroom and personal security of the undersigned for nearly 6 months was arrested. Said deputy, who was still assigned to this court at the time of her arrest, is accused of 1, colluding with defendant Eppinger during the current trial to commit a felony, and 2, endangering the safety of citizens within the Fulton County Courthouse. Because this court's former assigned deputy could be called as a witness in any future proceedings in this case, the court may be called upon to assess this deputy's credibility or rule on matters related to her criminal prosecution. This may undermine the public's confidence in the impartiality of the proceedings. Oh, trust me, Judge Ingram. The public's confidence in anything that comes out of Fulton County has been so undermined, it's been torched and scorched. It's irreparable. Cash Money G thinks her reputation. Can you imagine what Fani Willis is thinking right now? I don't know. Sometimes I don't feel like she even has a soul. So I don't know, because she's such a narcissist and a sociopath. She doesn't care at all, probably. But it just, I've said this many, many times. I feel so bad for the residents of Fulton County, the poor, hard-working, tax-paying residents who demand justice. Remember, there is a backlog of over 30,000 cases. These are actual cases with substance. And these poor citizens of Fulton County, Atlanta, these tax-paying citizens, they've paid their taxes, they work their butt off, they build their community and their economy. They fund basically a cash money Jew who steals all their money and goes on vacations and has affairs with Nathan American Pie Wade, buys MacBooks and swag, fires Amanda Timpson for a warning that, you're stealing money from the federal grant. You're stealing money from kids. She doesn't care. I want to buy my swag. These poor citizens, they're just trying to seek their day in court so they can get justice. But because Cash Money G loves the notoriety, this case is the longest case in history, and there's so much stank, not just oh dear, stank of mendacity. There is no way of repairing. I think Judge Ingram just said, you know what? I'm going to find anything I can. She probably searched and diligently just excavated every nook, cranny, crevice she could to find one molecule of an excuse so she could get out of this, because this is absolute circus boop show. And you know what the beep was for. And so let's find out who this new judge is. So the new judge, this is the new judge. Her name is Judge Paige Reese Whitaker. She is the new judge assigned to the RICO YSL case against Young Thug and other defendants. She has been in the Superior Court of Fulton County since 2017. She has her Juris Doctor from Duke University, 1992. She's been Deputy District Attorney, Appeals Division, Fulton County District Attorney's Office. She was a Deputy DA. I wonder if she worked under Cash Money G. Senior Assistant Attorney General, Criminal Justice Division, Georgia Department of Law. Board of Governors, State Bar of Georgia. Chair of the Georgia Commission on Family Violence. Fellow at Georgia Women's Policy Institute. Leadership Academy alumnus, Georgia Association of Women Lawyers. Master Bleckley and Welter Inns of Court. Treasurer for the Lawyers Club of Atlanta. She's executive committee member of the Old War Horse Lawyers Club, member of the Atlanta Bar Association, past chair Fulton County Juvenile Court Citizens Review Committee, ambassador to the Pink Ribbon Story Foundation, sustainer of the Junior League of Atlanta. Her outstanding orders are how to use Zoom for court hearings, standing order for civil cases. So she seems like she's got a very reputable contract. There was a source that I talked to, a source that I definitely trust, who exchanged this text message with their trusted source. So you can see the top text says, what's Judge Whitaker's reputation? And the answer to that was, that's who Woody just pled his last case with, former head of appeals at DA's office, fair, maybe lowest case count in the courthouse, efficient. How long do you think this judge is going to last? And barring the obvious implications here, of what we see before our eyes, but we're not supposed to talk about, what happens if Judge Reese here runs this court very efficiently, doesn't have any issues, no drama, no kangaroo court isms, no strange, bizarre contempt orders, no delays, and actually gets this case finished on time, fast, with efficiency that her reputation bespeaks? What's that going to say about the other judges? What's that going to say about Cash Money G, Fani Willis? What does that say about Fulton County? I would love to hear your thoughts on this. I really feel sorry. I'm dead serious when I say this. I actually feel extremely sorry for Judge Whitaker. I think that she is walking into an absolute calamity with this Young Thug trial. I wish her Godspeed. I have a feeling, my personal opinion, after having looked at all the data and done my own due diligence, I think she's going to do phenomenal. I think she's going to do great. I have no idea why Ingram was so fast to get out of this case. I don't believe that small minutia of detail, and I don't believe that she's worried about undermining the appearance of impartiality, which this case is just blatant with that. But I have a feeling she's going to do a stand-up, bang-up job, And it's going to be a complete stark contrast, like night and day, from Judge Suge Knight to now Judge Paige Reese Whitaker. I'd love to hear your thoughts. You know I'm going to keep you posted. I'm your boy Nez, always covering all the latest, all the greatest. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think that Ingram was right to recuse herself? Do you think that she's the new judge is going to stay, leave? What's she going to do? What do you think how it's going to unfold? Do you think the case is going to start up again pretty fast? Oh my God, we got to live stream that first day of court. Let me know in the comments. I can't wait to hear from you. Check out these videos coming up on the screen. Subscribe to our free newsletter in the pinned comment. Subscribe and follow to our channel. Tap that thumbs up. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless America. I'll see you soon.